As you can hopefully see, it's too bright. I'll probably take a little screenshot of it so I can put that to the side or something. But it is November 30th, 2024, and I am now 18 years old, and I thought, what better way to celebrate that than to share 18 lessons I've learned in 18 years. Now hopefully you don't hear my brother too loud in the background, but lesson 1, be honest. Honesty is the first chapter in the Book of Wisdom. Be honest with not just those around you, but with yourself as well. You cannot grow or have flourishing relationships with those around you without complete honesty. However, you also can't have any of that without being honest with yourself, as it's required to reflect on your own experiences with the blood filter. When you're honest with yourself, you allow room to confront weaknesses, celebrate strengths, and improve authentically. Let's make this a little bigger. Okay, there. Lesson 2. Use your time wisely. Time is what we most want, but what we use worst. Time is the most important asset of our lives. It's fleeting, irreplaceable, and crucial to every dream we chase. I've learned that procrastination and mindless distractions take away from what really matters, whether it's building relationships, pursuing passions, or simply resting when needed. Time spent with purpose feels fulfilling, while wasted time leaves regret. Be intentional with your time, because it's the one thing you can never get back. Lesson 3. Embrace change. The only way to make sense out of change is to not plunge into it. Move with it and join the dance. Change is inevitable, whether it's moving to a new place, losing someone, or becoming someone new. It's a part of life that shapes who we are. For a long time, I resisted change, fearing the uncertainty it brings. But I've learned that by embracing it, I open myself up to growth, new opportunities, and a deeper understanding of myself. The transitions we face are what makes life dynamic and meaningful. Lesson 4. This took me a while. Forgive your parents. To forgive someone is to set a prisoner free and discover that the prisoner was you. Growing up, I used to see my parents as invincible and perfect, but I come to realize they are just as human as I am. They've made mistakes, but they've also tried their best. Forgiving them is not about ignoring their flaws, but it's about freeing myself from resentment. And it's also about recognizing that their love, even if imperfect, has shaped me and is holding me, and holding on to bitterness only weighs me down. And remember, it's also your parents' first time living. Lesson 5. Master your emotions. He who is not every day conquering some fear has not learned the secret of life. I've learned that emotions can be overwhelming, but they don't have to control you. Mastering your emotions means understanding them, not suppressing them. It's about recognizing when you're angry, sad, or anxious, and deciding how to respond rather than letting your emotions dictate your actions. It's a lifelong process, but each step you make makes you stronger and more tuned in with yourself. Lesson 6. Choose your words carefully. Words are, in my not so humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic, capable of both inflicting injury and remedying it. Words carry immense power. They can heal or harm, uplift or discourage. I've learned the importance of thinking before I speak, choosing words that reflect kindness and honesty and care. The words we use not only affect others, but also shape how we see ourselves. Being intentional with your language creates an environment of understanding and respect. Lesson 7. You get back what you put in. The energy, effort, and love you give to the world often comes back to you in unexpected ways. Whether it's relationships, academics, or personal goals, what you put in determines what you get out. Hard work and perseverance rarely goes unrewarded, and even when they do, the process itself is a reward. Lesson 8. Change your environment. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, growth isn't going to be possible in a toxic or stagnant environment. I've learned that surrounding myself with people and places that inspire, support, and challenge me make all the difference. A positive environment cultivates positive mindsets and a clear mind. Lesson 9. Live in the moment. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. The past is gone and the future is uncertain. The only thing you truly have is the present moment. I've learned to savor it, whether it's a simple conversation or a beautiful sunset or a quiet moment of reflection. Life happens now and take it for granted. Lesson 10. Do not overthink it. Overthinking has been one of my biggest challenges, and I've learned that sometimes the best thing you can do is trust your instincts, take a leap, and let life unfold. It's okay to make mistakes. They're often where the lessons they're often where the greatest lessons come from. Lesson 11. Love fully. To love and be loved is to feel the sun from both sides. Loving fully means embracing vulnerability. It also means opening yourself up to the beauty and risk of love, whether it's family, friends, or someone special. Love is not always easy, and it may not always last, but it's worth it. When you love wholeheartedly, you live with no regrets because you've given your best to the people who matter most, no matter what happens. Lesson 12. Reflect every moment you can. Reflection is how we grow. Looking back on our actions, our thoughts, and our experiences, we can identify patterns, learn from mistakes, and celebrate progress. Writing in my journal has been one of the most powerful tools for reflection, and it has allowed me to capture fleeting thoughts, process emotions, and better who I am as a person for everyone and myself. Lesson 13. Expect nothing, but appreciate everything. Life doesn't always go as planned, and holding on to rigid expectations often leads to disappointment. I've learned to let go of what I think should happen and instead appreciate what does happen. Gratitude transforms even the simplest moments into something beautiful and meaningful. Lesson 14. Be there for yourself. No one knows the struggles or triumphs better than you. Being there for yourself means you give yourself grace, forgiveness, and encouragement. It's about showing up on your hardest days and reminding yourself of your worth, even when no one else does. When you are your biggest supporter, you can face anything. Lesson 15. Document your life. Life moves fast and memories can fade, but documenting your experiences allows you to revisit them later. Whether it's through writing, photos, or videos, capturing the moment that matters helps you hold on to them forever. It also provides a way to see how far you've come and what you've overcome. Lesson 16. Keep moving forward. Life is full of setbacks, but staying stagnant is never the answer. Moving forward doesn't mean ignoring pain or pretending everything is okay. It means taking small steps even when it's hard. Progress, no matter how slow, is still progress, and every step forward brings you closer to where you want to be in your life. Lesson 17. Hustle quietly. I have learned the value of keeping my goals and dreams close to my heart. When you hustle quietly, you avoid unnecessary distractions and doubters. It allows you to fully focus on your work and let your results speak for themselves. Success is most satisfying when it's earned through dedication, not boastfulness. And finally, Lesson 18. Be yourself. Being yourself is both the simplest and the hardest lesson I've learned. It's easy to get caught up in what others expect of you or want you to be, but true happiness comes from embracing who you are. Your uniqueness is your greatest strength, and when you fully accept it, you unlock the freedom to live authentically.